have a couple of like very, very fond moments of Aaliyah. Oh, actually, more than that.
I love DMX.
For the physics. I try to use calls here, what he knows. Hot.
The plane, just after taking off for Florida in perfect weather, suddenly plummeted to the ground. Investigators now saying one of the engines apparently failed. Along with 8 passengers, Aaliyah, a young Brooklyn native and a talented singer and actor.
I was always a fan of Aaliyah, you know, so it was like a pleasure for me. I was like, you know, you're damn right I want to be in it, you know, but we worked on the movie together, and, you know, we did the song, you know, and she was like a beautiful person, man.
DMX and Aaliyah, 2 icons gone way too soon. Their connection was rare, almost spiritual, and people still whisper it might have been deeper than just friendship. DMX had this unshakable respect for Aaliyah. He protected her like family and never crossed the line like some of those other industry dudes allegedly did. But now, reports are flying around that Jay-Z was secretly burning up with jealousy toward X, and it wasn't just about music.
Baby, having shit happens. Just make sure the flame you on is bigger than you carry on baggage.
At the time, DMX was unstoppable at Def Jam, dropping 5 straight albums that all debuted at #1 on Billboard. That's legendary. Meanwhile, Jay was caught in this weird limbo, pretending to retire one minute and chasing hits the next. And then came Aaliyah, the woman everyone in the industry admired. Insiders claim Jay was obsessed with her, totally captivated, but Aaliyah wasn't into him like that. She vibed with DMX first, real energy there, then later started dating Jay's own business partner, Dame Dash. Talk about messy.
I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual, whether people know it or not, because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not.
Word in the industry was that Jay couldn't handle it. Behind that cool, collected image was a man who hated seeing anyone else have what he wanted. He wanted Aaliyah and couldn't stand that she chose others.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Then tragedy hit like lightning. Aaliyah's plane crash at just 22 years old shattered everything. Fans still swear that story never added up. Too many red flags, too many unanswered questions. Even now, people say her death deserves to be reinvestigated. Remember when Mary J. Blige said Aaliyah's death felt like a spiritual murder? That phrase alone still gives people chills. It's a wild way to describe what was labeled a simple plane crash. And it's got fans wondering if she knew something deeper was going on.
If you could get her back to say one last thing to her, what would you have said to her?
I have to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunities, you know, and thank you for the music, you know, and thank you for just being you. This is my own personal special tribute to Aaliyah. Here we go. Here we go. All right. This is Aaliyah, you know? And, you know, it's my newest baby, and I named her after Aaliyah, you know, because, that's how special she was.
Now let's talk about DMX. This man survived every storm the industry threw at him for years. But when he passed in 2021 from what they called a suspected overdose, the whispers started instantly. Some people have even connected his struggles with addiction to Jay-Z's mentor, Lear Cohen, claiming that the system around X wasn't designed to help him. It was designed to drain him.
Real quick, what do you think about Drake doing Aaliyah's posthumous album that's coming out and not involving Missy Elliott, Timbaland?
Man, it just shows what I have said. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking like motherfucker, you didn't even know this woman. You didn't even know that you were in middle school. Yeah, fucking.
So that raises the question, was Jay just jealous of DMX's shine? Or was there something way darker happening behind the scenes? Was this about ego, power, and control? A twisted game that ended with both Aaliyah and X gone too soon?
I don't give a wanted to get away from your homie if you wanted to get away from your partner. But to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was fucking the girl that didn't want you.
Oh.
Here's where it gets deep. Aaliyah wasn't just tied to the industry professionally. She had real relationships in that world. She worked closely with DMX on the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, and their chemistry was undeniable in every interview. You could see the connection. It was natural, real, and full of trust.
It's time to talk hype. It's time for the public to ask you why Aaliyah couldn't get on Lenny Kravitz's plane. And you had to put her on that clown car plane. Who asked you to say that? And do yourself a favor before you make any statements. Please remember, I was out a little X. You're apprenticed. I know a lot more about you than you think I do. It's time for us to stop pussyfooting with the truth. It is time for Aaliyah Dana Houghton's death to be properly investigated.
DMX often spoke about Aaliyah's passing with pure emotion. Not as a colleague, but as someone he truly loved and respected. Her loss crushed him so much that he even named his daughter after her. While plenty of other men in the industry saw Aaliyah as just another pretty face, X treated her like a queen.
Tima Robinson to speak up about what she heard on that phone. It's time for somebody to be honest about who gave Aaliyah the pills that knocked her out before she was carried onto a plane she didn't want to be on. It's time for the other dancers who knew she was terrified to get on that plane to speak up. And it's time for Hype Williams to be officially questioned about why he made her get on that plane and why they forced her to do it unconscious.
Even after Aaliyah passed, when certain people in the industry, like Drake for instance, started trying to profit off her image, DMX was not having it. He publicly called it out, saying people needed to respect her legacy instead of turning her memory into a marketing tool. That's how deep his loyalty ran. Even in death, he defended her name.
I know Aaliyah was really scared to get on the plane to begin with, but apparently she was drugged and carried onto the plane. She had told everyone that she did not want to get on the plane. She fell asleep because she had a really bad headache, and then they just carried her onto the plane, even though she did not want to get on. It was said that she repeatedly told them that she did not feel comfortable. They handed her a sleeping pill, carried her onto the plane, and the rest is history.
And when DMX himself tragically passed in April 2021, Aaliyah's mom, Diane Houghton, broke her silence and posted a heartbreaking tribute on Aaliyah's official Instagram page. She wrote, "Earl, you had and still have a heart of gold. You and baby girl will meet again with all the beautiful people we have lost. We'll never forget your kindness. Blessings to your family eternally." That message hit fans right in the soul. It showed just how much love and respect the Houghton family had for X.
Tight about was that I had heard that Lenny Kravitz had offered her a jet and that Hype had took the jet. So that's what really pissed me off about the situation when I heard about that. So you could ask Hype about that.
That's what I said. Have you ever talked to Hype about it?
Yeah.
And how did that conversation go?
Ask her.
But I also am asking you.
Yeah, but ask her.
Now here's something that stands out. DMX might have had his struggles, from run-ins with the law to battles with addiction, but he never had any creepy allegations attached to his name. No weird scandals, no rumors about inappropriate behavior with young women, which is rare in this industry. His chaos came from real pain, not from preying on others. But when it comes to Jay-Z, well, the whispers are louder. People have been talking about rumored connections. Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, Beyonce, even Kathy White, plus those long-standing ties to R. Kelly and Diddy that fans can't stop side-eyeing. The deeper you look, the murkier it gets.
A competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me.
And let's be real, Jay's obsession with Aaliyah was no secret. They were photographed together countless times between 1999 and 2000, and insiders say Jay couldn't handle the idea of her being with anyone else, especially his rival. But Aaliyah, she wasn't into him like that. Here's where things get even stranger. Around that same time, Jay-Z had already started seeing Beyonce, but according to insiders, she was never his first pick. Beyonce was the backup plan, while Aaliyah was the dream. Back then, Aaliyah was the star, magnetic, mysterious, and untouchable. She had that rare glow that made everyone in the room look her way. So when she turned Jay down and started dating Dame Dash instead, it reportedly crushed his ego. That's when Jay switched gears, poured all his focus into Beyonce, and molded her into R&B's #1 woman. But to do that, he needed Aaliyah out of the picture.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay.
And if you believe Jaguar Wright's claims, Jay's reasons ran way deeper than just heartbreak. She said his pride was shattered when Aaliyah chose Dame, and at the same time, he was plotting to clear the field so Beyoncé could rise without any competition standing beside her. In one of Jaguar's most explosive interviews, she even alleged that Jay-Z worked with director Hype Williams to orchestrate what happened to Aaliyah. Yeah, she said it just like that. According to her, there were too many coincidences that didn't make sense. Aaliyah's own choreographer, Fatima Robinson, supposedly knows the real story about that tragic crash.
The artist you ever had had a real bad drug problem, DMX?
I'm so sad. DMX, there's two people inside of him. And the Earl is one of the nicest people. I put him up in Lake George. Earl loved being silent with a fishing pole. I shit you not. He just would stay on that dock hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, very, very sad. You know, I think the opioid problem, the syrup problem, is the biggest problem that I've ever seen and I've ever faced, and been a part of. And I can't fuck with it. You know, the crack thing was devastating, but at least the rappers were bringing a spotlight to you becoming a fiend. Okay, and I thought that spotlight, head crack, helped, even though it was harsh and really really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing, our society.
Are you so why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
You don't think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So,
Here's the part that has fans side-eyeing everything. Both Fatima and Hype Williams reportedly left the island on a different plane the next day, while Aaliyah was forced onto one that everyone said looked sketchy and unsafe. And when she refused to get on, Jaguar claimed they actually sedated her, carried her on unconscious. To make it even darker, Dame Dash later revealed that Lenny Kravitz, who had family in the Bahamas, offered Aaliyah his private jet to fly home safely. But Hype allegedly declined it and insisted she take the smaller, overloaded one they had lined up. When you really look at it, there are just too many unexplained details surrounding Aaliyah's death. Sure, some people say it's all coincidence, but come on. When it comes to the music industry and how dark it can get behind the glitz, nothing feels accidental anymore. Too many secrets, too many quiet deals, too many people who just happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. And then there's DMX, another death that's been raising serious eyebrows. Some insiders claim foul play might have been involved, with rumors saying the person who sold him that final batch may have been paid off to give him something far more dangerous than he expected. It's chilling just thinking about it. After X passed, Jay-Z went on LeBron James's show and tried to make their long-standing feud sound harmless, saying DMX was just too competitive. But fans weren't buying it. those who followed their history know it wasn't about competition. It was about control. Jay never liked sharing the spotlight, and DMX was one of the few artists who could steal it from him without even trying. See, when Jay became president of Def Jam, DMX had already dropped 5 straight #1 albums. He was unstoppable. But according to X, everything changed the moment Jay took that seat. Suddenly, his projects were delayed, his releases pushed back, and his album Year of the Dog again was sabotaged. Fans started asking, was Jay protecting the label or protecting his own ego? And let's not forget the connection between Jay and his mentor, Lyor Cohen. DMX never trusted that man. He called out the executives who were pushing artists into shady, uncomfortable situations. X refused to play those industry games, and that made him dangerous in a system built on silence and submission. And when you start pulling on that Lyor Cohen thread, oh, that's a whole different rabbit hole. There's just so much shady energy around this man. And what's wild is that he's been caught more than once switching up stories about his own background and family. People have receipts showing him giving completely different accounts, like he's rewriting his own history to fit whatever narrative benefits him at the moment. Dame Dash has been calling that out for years. He's always said Lyor Cohen played dirty, using divide and conquer tactics to break up Rockefeller from the inside. Dame even labeled him a straight-up culture vulture, saying he profits from chaos while pretending to be the businessman who cares. And when you actually hear Lyor talk, it's not hard to see why Dame feels that way. Remember that interview on The Breakfast Club? Lyor was sitting there acting all sad about DMX's battle with addiction. But when Charlemagne asked him why he keeps signing artists who glorify substance use in their music, Lyor flat out admitted that he profits from it. Like he didn't even try to hide it. That moment told fans everything they needed to know about what really drives this industry. It's not the art, it's the exploitation. And it gets worse. Way worse. Lyor was supposed to attend DMX's memorial service on April 25th, 2021, but he didn't even bother to show up. Instead, he sent a pre-recorded message, and what he said left people fuming. He casually mentioned that nobody was surprised that DMX allegedly overdosed and even referred to him as a gremlin. Like what? Who says that at a man's memorial? Especially someone whose life was already unfairly reduced to his struggles by the media. And that's exactly what ties DMX and Aaliyah's stories together. 2 pure souls surrounded by snakes, manipulated, used, and disrespected, even after death. Their light made others uncomfortable, and instead of protecting them, the industry drained them. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Is there more to Aaliyah and DMX's deaths than what we've been told? And just how deep do Jay-Z's fingerprints really go in all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and make sure to subscribe.